Hello, I'm William Wesley, and welcome to April. You may have seen some of my other videos. Once a month we put out this power-packed video that's full of information that could be helpful for you and your family. But before we start, I have a question. How are you? In the full sense, how are you? Spiritually, emotionally, professionally, charitably. I've written a book called Full Life Balance that provides very specific tips to help you and others in this space. So today we want to ask a few other questions. One, have you taken advantage of top performance coaching? Have you reached out to us and taken advantage of our productive wellness assessment that takes a snapshot of where you are and provides tips to help you be better? Do you have a mentor? Have you established a relationship in a like-minded community, a group of other folks who, like you, are striving for their goals? If not now, when? If not you, who? Are you a 5%er or are you a talker? If you're a 5%er, now is the time, this is the place, so let's get started. I have another question. Is knowledge power? That's a belief that a lot of folks have. My question to you, is knowledge power? I submit it's not. There are plenty of folks with knowledge who are collecting bridge tolls or putting mail in slots or guarding buildings on the night shift. There's a great book that says, faith without works is dead. Well, I believe that knowledge without action is also lifeless. Knowledge in action is power. Knowledge to do something and to do the actual thing is power. There's another saying that says seeing is believing, and I like that saying, but I think more importantly, believing is seeing. Everything happens twice. You have to think it in order to do it. If I say to you, lift your arm, you have to think about lifting your arm and then lift your arm. If you're sitting in a chair, someone thought of that chair. Someone planned that chair and then created it. Everything happens twice. A great example. Before May of 1954, no one had ever run the mile in less than 4 minutes. In fact, the record had stood for 9 years. And scientists and doctors and trainers and athletes thought it was physically impossible for the human body to move a mile in less than 4 minutes. But there was an athlete in England. His name was Roger Bannister, and Roger Bannister began to train to break the 4-minute mile. And what was special about his training, in addition to the running and jumping and stretching and weights and diet, was he began to visualize himself breaking the barrier. He said every day he focused on breaking the barrier. And May 6, 1954, Roger Bannister was the first human being to move his body 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. Now here's what's very interesting. Within a few years, dozens of people began to run the mile in less than 4 minutes. And as of today, over 1,300 people have ran the mile in less than 4 minutes, and several people have done it over 100 times. Now, we have what's called a reticular activating system, an RAS. And scientists say this RAS allows us to focus on a particular thing to the exclusion of everything else. What does that mean? That means when you begin to focus on whatever it is, you're not thinking about anything else, and you can bring all your resources to bear. And once you do that, you develop whatever your gift is because you put everything inside of it. Perfect example would be folks like Muhammad Ali or Joe Montana, or in the business world, Barry Gordy or Bill Gates, or scientists and inventors like Albert Einstein and my hero Leonardo da Vinci. And you, every time you focus on something. So, believing and focusing on a particular item is seeing. This is what allows us to achieve the thing we're trying to achieve. So here's the final question. How do you achieve your goals? You achieve your goals by, first of all, thinking about your goals, and secondly, bringing everything you have to bear to achieve it. So here's our mantra for the month of April. Think it, believe it. Plan it, see it. Think it, believe it. Plan it, see it. I hope this helps you be well, work smart, have fun, and live better every day. See you next time.